Hey, what's up, guys? It's Saturday, March, I think the 21st. Yeah, I think it's March the 21st. And I want to talk about Best Buy. I want to talk about the graphics card, the 9070 XT. It's the Red Devil limited edition. That's the one that I will be purchasing. I want to talk about Assassin's Creed Shadows, how that game is shaping to be more of a woke experience with action Japanese shinobi characters. And to be honest with you, there were some YouTubers that have already said that they would prefer to have Japanese culture, real Japanese culture heroes, because according to the historians and the YouTubers, the characters were not given the credit that they deserved. Their stories were flipped around, and they used a lot of woke ideology in the game, in my opinion, to cause this stir up. They wanted this kind of controversy, and they got it, and they got more than they expected. If you look at the numbers right now of that game is not as many people as they thought would be playing the game, simply because when you have a game that has an ideology, whether it's politics or some kind of agenda that they want you to accept as the norm, that's the problem. That's the problem. Because now when you do that, what you're doing is you're allowing this ideology to run in people's minds as if it's normal. And it's far from normal, for the simple fact is procreation. You could only have a child through a man and a woman. You can't have a child with two men, and you can't have a child with two women. You could fertilize and scientifically create, but not procreation through a man and a woman. That's how it was instituted. So now, when you have these ideologies that bring in this kind of thinking, it's also meant towards the younger generation that has been so manipulated in the schools, in the curriculum, all that stuff. So, all right, so we're done with the whole Assassin's Creed Shadows. That's my opinion on it. That's why I won't buy the game, because I stand for family first. I stand for morality, loyalty, integrity. Real man standing strong. Okay, so now we're going to go with the, what's the next topic? The next topic is going to be the graphics card. Best Buy was supposed to send me a check for $13.45. They asked me if I received it. I said I never received it, and it was never cashed. So either they did not send it out and they wanted to just make up a story, or now when I called them yesterday, they say they're sending it out. So hopefully I'll get that money in before 10 business days. I already decided that I'm buying that graphics card, and then the rest I'm giving to my wife so she could take care of some important bills, because I could use the rest of that money towards more computer parts. But right now my goal is to get the card, to bring the PC to Best Buy and have them see if they can add that card with what I already have in my rig. If not, I'll have to add more stuff. That's fine. So that is the graphics card talk, okay? And the third thing is yeah, I get it. Back to Assassin's Creed Shadows. The graphics, I know about the graphics, but how much of the same environment layout that every time you play these games, I'm starting to feel like it's the same concept every time. There's nothing new under the sun when it comes to every Assassin's Creed game. I know I mixed up Assassin's Creed with, Far Cry was made by Ubisoft, right? Yeah. I think they were, yeah. Okay. So, Far Cry is one of the games that I started liking that kind of genre. I think Far Cry 5 had such a diversity of landscape that it literally did feel like you were running around in a town. I think it was Nebraska, maybe? Was it Nebraska? But it was just awesome. The hilltops, and the game was great, man. And then from that moment on, I'm like, hey, man, these games are going to be good every time. And then I think the whole pandemic ruined it. I think the whole, the change of everything, people working from home, that messed up a lot of things. And so now we're living in a post-pandemic era, and we're actually receiving these games now that are half-baked, half-made, for the simple fact is there just are, man. It's just a really bad thing. So now what we have to do is we have to say to ourselves that we are no longer going to see games made greatly unless, in my opinion, I hate to say this, games that are made in Japan have the authenticity of making the game the way it was supposed to be made, with the genuine work of what they do in these games. It's just impressive. Very impressive. When Silent Hill F comes out, it's going to be a scare freight impressive game, okay? GTA 6, you already know what that's going to do to the masses. What games am I looking forward to? I'm looking forward to Gran Turismo 8. I know it's still far apart. And I'm looking forward to Metal Gear, because that's a game that my wife actually wants to get. I'm like, I'll get the game, but my wife really wants the game because it's just one of those things, And basically, I am literally in a situation where, when it comes to gaming, I am literally thinking about the future of the console. Oh, let's talk about the new graphics card that they were talking about releasing. It's called Zeus, and it's supposed to be 10 times more powerful than the graphics cards we have now. I don't know, man. I just, what happened with the Day Before game? That game was promising so much, it looked so great, and then it flopped. So I'm thinking the same thing with this card. Hey, if they prove me wrong, they prove me wrong, but I don't see a graphics card being 10 times more powerful than what we're getting. The reason why I'm going with AMD is because you're getting a decent amount of graphical capability with FSR4. Did I say it right? FSR4. I keep saying FSSR4 because I'm thinking about the pisser. PSSR. So it's FSR4. Yes, I said it right. Woohoo! Okay, so I already told you what graphics card I want to get. I already told you my plan for the whole gaming setup. Now, my wife already said that when the time is right, I can get my racing rig. I already have a YouTuber that I subscribe to that actually has these built rigs where it literally looks like you're sitting in a car, and the way the monitors are set up around the car, it looks like you're really driving in a car. I mean, and that's what I want for that little bit of minimum of money. It's going to be a little costly, but it's not going to be 30, 40, 50 grand. It's going to be close to, he said, 8 grand. So I like that setup. I think it's badass. I think it's awesome. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So now when it comes to gaming, the problem we have right now is the North American developers have still a little hint of woke DEI trying to put into their games. They're trying to discredit our values, our religions, because, God forbid, they're afraid to shun a certain religion. But when it comes to the religion that everybody hates because they know it reminds them of how wretched we are, they can't stand it. So they'll do everything they can to destroy it. But it will never be destroyed, no matter how you look at it. It will always survive. And I don't need to say what religion. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. But what I'm telling you is this. When it comes down to everything, we're living in a time and day and age where we can't even enjoy gaming for what it used to be. We have to enjoy gaming for what they think we should know now, which is nonsense. So, back to the whole graphics card. We are literally in a situation where right now the graphics cards are supposed to be $599. They ended up being $850, and that's what I'm getting mine at, $850, because if Micro Center has it for $850, that's what I'm going to tell Best Buy. Match the price, give me that card for $850. I don't want to pay any more. If I could pay less, I'll do it. But it's going to be the Red Devil limited edition graphics card, because I think that graphics card is really going to benefit my gaming rig. I know it's 16 gigs of RAM, but my 3080 right now is 10 gigs. So I know that card will be much better. I'm not, and if I could game at 4K on that graphics card on my TV, then I could do just fine. And I'll wait till that TV goes, and then I'll swap to another TV. I'm not buying another TV until that TV goes. So I already had one go. But if this one goes, I'm way past the warranty limit, so there's nothing I can do. And then I'll say, you know what? To me, it was a huge loss to invest in OLED quantum dot, because if these TVs go this quick and they break this easily, that's why they're not as popular as they once were in the beginning, because they have a lot of problems, a lot of defaults, just a lot of problems with these TVs. That's not good. That's not good, guys. I'm at my favorite gas station, Shell, and I'm putting in V-Power. And let me show you how this car runs at V-Power. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, guys, listen, that's the video, and I will talk to you guys on my next video. But this is the reality of gaming, is we have to buckle up, save money, and get ready for some good games to come out hopefully this year. All right, guys, thank you so much. Stealth Dragon is my name. Subscribe, comment, share the video. And for all you people that unsubscribed, don't come back, because you're just a wishy-washy person that is just not sure of what you want to do with your own life. So don't come back. All right, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.